Alright, I'll let you explain what we're doing right now. So, right now, we're starting the duos. So we are gonna go in, we're actually gonna start in the chapel, because it's the closest to D, so that way we can knock that room out, and then we're gonna work our way to the basement, and then work our way and finish at the top. So right now it's me and Logan, two skeptics. We're gonna go make this thing work. We're gonna see what happens. They were in here for, I think, like 50 minutes and an hour. I don't think we'll be here that long, because I don't think we'll get the activity they had, but maybe I'll be wrong, but let's get this thing. Turn this light on so we can actually see where we're walking. And as we walk, I'm gonna be using when we get in these rooms, I'm gonna use a spirit box. And the spirit box just sweeps channels super fast. So that way it supposedly allows spirits to be able to talk back to you. And then we'll do I have a note of this so I can write down what I hear so I don't influence y'all or anybody. And then we're gonna sit and listen with the music box and the REM pod and see if any of that stuff goes off. And some of them we're just gonna sit in silence and see if we hear any noise. How are you feeling, Logan?
I'm feeling pretty good. You know, I've seen everyone's investigation, so I can't say too much,
Correct.
But I'm feeling, the same as I would feel about any building. I don't really believe in any spirits or anything like that, so.
Okay, so I believe we're gonna start in the chapel. I actually think, we'll start in the chapel first. All right. And I'm gonna put this on the red lights versus the white. I only have the white on whenever we are actually walking, because you can't see anything in here. It's pitch black, so I have to make it where we can actually see when we're walking, but I'll put it on red when I'm not walking. So we're in a chapel. I don't really know what's significant about this area. I know we have a teddy bear sitting up here right in front of this little altar thing. Then all you have to do is touch it, and if you touch it, it interacts and it makes noise. Like that right there. So if something gets near it, they can set it off. Supposedly it means something could be around. So I think I'm gonna pull out the spirit box in here, and let's see if anything happens, if we can get anything on the spirit box.
All right.
So Logan, I know this is your first time doing this.
Yeah.
What is your thought going into with like a spirit box?
My thing is, I'm not sure how accurate they are. Like, why would a ghost or a spirit be able to interact with radio waves?
Correct.
But, I haven't had the science explained to me. So I haven't seen too much on like what the actual investigative tools do.
So supposedly what it does is you are supposed to sweep the radio station super fast, and it's supposed to allow them to be able to pull words out from the radio, and that's how they can interact with you.
Gotcha.
We're gonna find out. I'm gonna turn this on, and when I turn it on, it's gonna start sweeping, and if I hear anything that I think to a question or response, I'm gonna write it down. I'll show you at the end what I write down. I'm actually probably gonna take a seat versus stand, because my back will start killing me. And then if you hear anything, Logan, come across on the thing, let me know, because I want you to write it down too.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, so I'm just gonna sit in the middle of the room. All right. Turn this thing on.
Xbox. Scanning. FM.
Is anybody in here with us? How many people are in this room right now? Can you say one of our names? Do you want to talk to us?
I'm not hearing anything.
You got to be clear if you're going to talk to us. Do you want us to leave this room?
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
So I'm turn it down as I talk. So I'm hearing jumbled words, but it's nothing that I can make out that's clear. So I haven't wrote anything down. The thing is, like, I'm not just gonna write down a random word if I can't make out what it is, because I don't want, because you're wanting to hear something. So if I don't hear it clear, I can't write it down. I'm gonna ask 2 more questions, and if not, we're gonna move to the we're gonna go downstairs. Is anybody in this room with us? How many people are in this room? All right, I couldn't make out anything on that.
Yeah, let's hit the next one.
So we're gonna move to another room. We're gonna go down to D, just so you can follow along. We're gonna move to the boiler room, the very bottom where we're at now, and work our way all the way to the top at the end. So if anything wants to interact while we're out of this room, there's this teddy bear, you can set it off. If you want to set it off and let us know, make your presence that way, you can do that. And I got something else other way you can make your presence known once we get to another room, if somebody wants to. So we can get to the basement from here?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. We've made our way into the printing press / boiler room thing over there. Let me turn this off a little bit for you. The only thing I know about this room is supposedly somebody lost a hand in this machine. Don't know if they died, but supposedly they got injured and lost a limb in this machine. But
Yeah. So it was a woman.
okay.
She lost her arm in this machine. At least that's all the information that I really have about it.
Did she live or die?
So she died.
Okay.
Yeah, she lost her arm here and apparently ran up that way and passed away, from what I remember.
Okay, so then what we're gonna
Jerry
do
said.
is, first, before I pull up the spirit box, and we'll ask some questions dealing with that, we're gonna sit here and stand here in silence for a minute or two. And if anything's around and wants to make contact with us or interact with us, feel free to knock something over, move something, make some noise, tug on one of our jackets. Just let us know you're here.
Is anyone in here?
Does anybody want to interact with us? You can make some noise, you can knock something over. Again, if you want to mess with us, you can tug at our shirts, pull our hair, do something. Just show us you're here, make yourself known.
I'm not feeling any vibes in here.
All right, I'm gonna pull out the spirit box, and we'll see if we can see if this thing will allow the person that passed away in this area or this vicinity to make any contact.
Xbox. Scanning. SM.
If anybody wants to make contact with us in here, feel free. Make yourself known. We have this machine. You can talk through it. Make yourself known. Give us your name if you want to talk to us. Let us know what your name is.
When did you die here?
Is anyone here with us?
How many people have died here? Are you a male or female?
How many people died here? What was your name? So I had one thing come through that I thought I heard, but so this is how I'm going to explain why I feel like I might have heard this, and this will also sort of gives credence to why, if people know backstories, they may be influenced by what they think they heard. So when you asked the question, how many people died here? I felt like I heard, I'm gonna show the camera real quick. I'm gonna show D real quick, and then I'll explain everything. So, I thought I heard one, but I think that also is part of because I knew somebody died here. They lived and died, so I think I was listening for one, not two, not three. So I feel like that's why I probably heard one, is because I knew the backstory. But again, there's no way of knowing for sure. I feel like if I didn't know somebody died in here, I may not have said I heard one come through. And it may not even been what came through, but I think I was listening for it, so I felt like I heard it. Would you think that has any credence, Logan?
I definitely would think so. I mean, the human brain is very suggestible to anything, in my opinion. But I didn't hear anything.
Okay.
I didn't hear one at all.
Yeah. It's not, that's the thing, is it's hard to make out with these things.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move out of this room, we're gonna move to the next room. Let me turn this light on so I can actually see without tripping over the cords and stuff. So, boiler room. Maybe, is that a crematorium? I don't know.
I don't know.
But
Looks,
possible?
this looks like laundry machines. So this might be still part of like just linen stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Laundry and dry cleaning.
Alright. Okay, we have made our way to the slave quarters, which you guys you can sit right here, I'll sit right here. I'm gonna actually need the light on in here, because we have that light on.
Yeah.
So, I believe this was the slave quarters, and yesterday, or last night, we had the REM pod in here, and it kept going off when we weren't in the room. But then when I came in the room and pressed the button to make sure the setting was right, it didn't go off again the rest of the night. So I feel like it was just, I didn't press the button to make the setting the way it needed to be, and it was being set off that way. But again, you never know. That's why we have it in a different location tonight, just to test it out and then figure it out. So I think what we're gonna do right now is, I'm just gonna ask if anything's around and wants to interact with us, feel free to make some noise, knock something over. There's a bowling pin. If you want to knock that over, feel free. Just let us know you're here, and then we're just gonna sit here in silence for a few minutes and just see if you want to make any noise, make yourself known. It's my stomach.
Does anyone want to say anything or knock something over?
We've heard passing people that came here and done investigations. You've made noises, you've made yells down here, you made chanting, multiple different things. Feel free, do it again.
I don't hear anything. I feel like maybe we can try the spirit box here, but maybe we should start making our way to some of the other rooms?
Yeah, I think what we'll do, actually, I think we're gonna bypass the medical wing.
Okay.
I think we're gonna say that for when we come back for the group.
Okay.
I think we're gonna work straight upstairs now.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's the move.
So I think that's what we're gonna do. We can go that way, right?
Yeah, we can go that way.
Look-see. Okay, nothing down there. Alright.
All right. Did you go first with the light?
So right now we're making our way up to supposedly the most charged area of this whole building. This third floor is supposed to be the craziest, or most activity that is. Watch this cords.
Yep.
We don't have a camera in here?
Oh, this isn't the 3000. I was just following you for some
No,
reason.
I thought it was.
We gotta go this way. So, I just thought you were checking out the room.
It's right here, right?
Yep, this is 3007. It's our camera. And we have the music box set up right here.
Okay. I want to do this room last. So
Okay.
let's work our way that way and we'll come back this way. That was you.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
I want it like that 'cause I want you to be able to see
Yeah.
down the hallway.
Now, it's all the way down there.
Yep. So we have the REM pod here.
Yeah, this is the REM pod.
So that light's on. Alright. So I want to go right in here for a second. We'll start here. Okay, so in a very popular video we've seen, somebody was in this hallway right here. And I'm gonna turn and look at my headlamp. That door right there is shut. So if anybody's in here, wants to interact with us, feel free. There is a door down there, you can shut that. You can shut any doors around here you want. You can interact with us by pulling on our jackets, tugging on us, whatever you would like to do. Just do something if you want to make yourself known.
Is anyone in here with us? Is that them out there?
So I think it is.
Okay.
Hey, I think we can hear y'all outside.
Yeah.
Yes, we can. We can hear y'all from up here.
Does anyone want to shut any doors?
Slam a door, knock on a door.
knock something over. Maybe pull the fire alarm.
I'm not pretty sure that doesn't work. Alright, we're gonna walk back down to this room where the REM pod is. Which is right here. And we'll use this box in the REM pod room.
I think we should try turning off the light completely.
Alright, that's fine. Alright, so we are, I don't know what's happened, but we're near the elevator. If anything's around here wants to interact, there's a REM pod, you can get near it, and set it off. If you get near it, make some noise. If you want to make yourself known, feel free. What would you do if that REM pod went off?
I feel like, I don't know. I've seen it go off before.
But not with you right next to it, right?
Not with me right next to it, but I'm not sure. Again, I don't know the legitimacy of any of the ghost products that they make. Does anyone want to set off the REM pod? Is there any spirits in this room? How you feeling, Gary?
Honestly, I feel the same.
Yeah, me too. I'm not really picking up on any activity in here.
But
We can check out room 3007 if you would like to go there next. Or did you say you want to do that last?
it would be next up here.
Okay.
And then at the last place will be the room with the chair, the ballroom basically.
Okay,
That's where our
yeah. I
last
got
room.
you. Got you.
Just looking around, just seeing everything there is. Let me put this light that way. Again, if anybody wants to interact, you got the REM pod in this room. We got the doors you can open, shut, do whatever you'd want to do, knock on them. We're gonna walk into room 3007 where we have a music box. If you go in front of it, you can play music and set it off. If you want to interact with us in any of those ways, feel free. And then we'll use the REM pod, the
Music box?
music box in this room.
Okay.
The spirit box. Alright. I think we should sit right here in the middle.
Yeah, right here is where we need to be sitting.
Okay.
And then
I'm gonna say scoot a little more. Yeah,
Like-
we don't want
we should be fine.
to. Okay.
We're not gonna hit
Let's see
the.
where it starts. Okay, it's right there.
Okay.
Alright. I'll turn the red light on in 1 second. Turn it sideways. Alright, so we are in room 3007. I know there's a little bit of a backstory. I don't know what it has to do with. Logan, you want to shed a little bit, but don't tell me much. Just like, why is this room so supercharged without giving things away?
it's hard to tell you without giving anything away.
Okay.
Just because I feel like the things that I know are pretty specific details.
Okay, yeah, we don't want those.
You know what I mean? All I can say is that I would say like
Do you know names?
I can't give you any names.
I don't need names. So like if
I
someone
don't-
put the cross on the box.
No, I don't know any name of hers. It's a woman.
Okay.
I'll tell you that. It's a
Alright,
female.
well, we're gonna throw up this. So we're in 3007. We have the music box. If you want to go in front of it and set it off, make yourself numb. So be it. I'm gonna open this spirit box. It's like through channels. If you want to try and talk us through that, so be it. You can do that. If you want to mess with our jackets or anything like that, let us know you're here. That's fine too. Just let us know make your presence known.
Xbox. Scanning. FM.
Is anybody in here with us?
When did you die here?
Do you want to interact with us? I heard something, but I don't know. I couldn't make out what it was. What about you?
I couldn't make out what it was. I heard something though.
Do you want us to leave?
Can you make the music box go off?
Are you tired of us?
Are we welcome here?
Did something bad happen to you?
Why were you here?
What was your name? What's our name? Anybody in this room's name?
Can you interact with the music box?
Alright, we're not getting anything on the spirit box. So we're just gonna sit here in the quiet for a minute. If you wanna make yourself known, you get the REM pod in the other room, you can slam a door, shut a door, knock on a door, set this music box off. You have multiple avenues to show yourself. We can hear you, D. I said we can hear y'all talking. All right, well, we're not getting anything in here, so we're gonna make our way to the ballroom. And I'm gonna sit in that chair and we'll run the spirit box again.
Yeah, we really haven't had anything.
Welcome to the life of a Gary on an investigation. That's all I can really tell you. This is usually what happens to me. Because it's probably crazy for you because you've seen the other ones.
Yeah.
So they, from what it sounds like, they've gotten things. I don't know what. We'll discuss that here a little bit later. But if they're getting something and I'm not, that's usually how it usually works.
Yeah.
So you're actually seeing how it works in the life of Gary. All right, we'll make our way to this ballroom.
I think in here we should turn the light off completely again.
Yeah. I'm gonna run the spirit box in here.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll ask a few questions. I'm gonna pull on the spirit box and we'll go from there. All right, so we are in this ballroom. I have no idea any significance for this room. I know we have a chair set up in here. We have a bowling pin in front of me. While these lights are off, if you want to knock that bowling pin off and over, feel free. I won't see it, nobody will see it, or we won't see it. I'm gonna play this spirit box. If you want to talk to us through that, feel free.
Excellent. Gary FM.
Is anybody in this room with us?
Would anyone like to communicate with us?
How many people are in this room?
Has anyone died in here?
Are you scared of anybody in this room?
Do you want to communicate with us?
Do you like us in this room?
Has anyone died in this room?
Do you want to communicate with us? Okay, not getting anything I can make across there. I think I may have had one thing I think I could have made out. I'll show it to the camera here in a second. Let me turn my light on so y'all can see. How crazy would it be if I turned the light on and we saw something?
Yeah, that would be insane.
So on this question, thought I heard that about in this room.
Gotcha.
So when I asked the question, is anybody scared of anybody in this room? I thought I heard yes, but again, that could be a perceived notion because I've been told that I can be scary at times because I'm a big person. So I think that could have been pushing that out there without it being true. But so what we're gonna do, because we haven't really had any activity in any room so far, I'm just gonna turn this light off. We're just gonna sit here in silence for about a minute or so. And if you wanna make yourself known, feel free. All right. We're gonna work our way back out and go do our confessional.
Sounds good.
All right, let's go.